Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. So today I've decided to do a love relationship reading for you. And this is going to be a set format for a spread. So I am not going to pick cards that fall on the table, but just because this fell, I'm just going to read this out for you right now. It's the Two of Cups, which is a new partnership. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork, so collaboration. But anyways, having said that, it's a set spread, so I'm going to be shuffling the cards, and I am going to split the deck and then pull cards from there. So here we go for Capricorn. Love relationship for Capricorn. I haven't mentioned, but this is kind of like for December or whenever you get to see this. All right, so love relationship for Capricorn. Love relationship for Capricorn. And one more, love relationship for Capricorn. All right, so cut the deck. And here we go. So the very first card out will be the now situation in the love relationship. So there's a lot of communications or coming and going, a lot of travel, or a lot of texts, messages, or emails, whichever applies to you. The communication is one that is very confident and in control. I wouldn't say manipulative, but I'd be careful about that. We'll see what the other cards say. Strength of the relationship is being able to leave whenever you want. Basically, without having to say much about it. I see this as the thief in the night. It's cheating, it's lying, it's disillusions, whatever. But if it's going to be the strength, it's the ability to just leave whenever you can. So it's like a no ties type of relationship. Okay, so the weakness is the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so probably this has to do with an individual that has everything they can hold in terms of wealth and assets, right? And I think maybe there's a disparity between the two individuals in this relationship, Capricorn. One is really well off and the other one maybe is not. And that's perceived as a weakness, right? We'll see where this takes us. The reality is someone is either holding on to their money. Maybe this guy is so wealthy but not very generous and he's being a miser. Or it could be that the person that has very little wealth is trying to hold on to this relationship or this person in hope of having a better life for themselves. The passion in this relationship is related to the stars. So the stars is wishing or wishes coming true. And it could be also a card of healing. It could be a card of... I'll say it's wishes coming true or healing. It's one of the two. And then the future or the key to the future of this relationship is the Seven of Wands. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Death card. Okay, so first of all, this card is associated with Scorpio, Capricorn. So maybe this is a Scorpio in your life, or maybe it's the energy of the Death card being that things need to end in order for something new to start. And maybe because this is a current relationship, maybe you need to put an end to something, or someone needs to put an end to something in order for this relationship to work. Maybe the something is worries. But anyways, we'll see where this takes us. So right now, the now situation is the Eight of Wands. As I've mentioned, it's either a lot of traveling back and forth. It's a lot of communication back and forth. Either way, right? Both ways. Or it's one way. One person's doing more of the communicating and one person's doing more of the traveling than the other. And then the communication between the two is one of the Emperor energy, which is being very controlled, to the point where maybe it's not fully, like emotions are not being communicated. Like whatever communication that is coming out of someone's mouth or through email or text is extremely controlled, and in the sense that not all information is divulged. Maybe the person is wearing a mask or an armor, as we see here with this guy, to protect themselves, or to protect their assets. So maybe they're not sharing as much as they should be sharing. Yeah, that's what I think with this communication, being that someone is not communicating the full picture here. They're what do you call that? They're filtering what's being said and what's being communicated. Censoring, that's the word I was looking. They're censoring what they're sending. And that's to protect themselves and protect their kingdom, their assets. The strength of the relationship is that, the thief in the night. And I still see this as someone who can just pack up and go at any time, and do this discreetly without the other person knowing. So basically ghosting, right? Disappearing off the face of the earth, basically, for this person. Capricorn, unfortunately. The weakness is that, again, I've mentioned it's most likely someone that has a lot of wealth. And it's this person also that's holding back in their communication, not communicating everything that they want to communicate, that they would care to communicate, because they want to protect what they have. I even see further than this. What came into mind is prenuptial agreement. Yeah, I see that in order for this to work, I guess someone really wants to be able to have someone leave in the event that it does happen, in order to protect their assets. So by signing a prenuptial agreement, so, if a change needs to occur, if this relationship is to work out, the change is that a new way of being in a relationship will need to take place, and not what you're customary to, because this emperor is not divulging the full portfolio of what they own or what they have, and that they want to have a prenuptial agreement in place so that they can just get out of it without it costing them much. I mean, if you look at this, there's 2 swords left behind and then 5 in their hands. So they may leave you something, a little bit of something behind, but they're taking off with the rest of their stuff. Okay, whatever they had. Okay, so here we're back to the reality is that, yes, and I think this is more, again, related to them, that they are holding on to what they have and they're not sharing necessarily what wealth they have. The passion is that, yeah, there's a lot of hope and a lot of wishing in this relationship, and that's what's keeping this afloat. And I think the wishing and the hoping is on your end, or the person that is not necessarily having all of this wealth. It's the other that is wishing and hoping. And then the outcome or the key is that I think both people need to persevere, but mostly the one that's wishing needs to persevere and defend themselves. Defend themselves in the sense that, hey, I'm worth it. You can invest in this relationship with me. I'm not going to take you to the cleaners kind of thing, right? You most likely will have to sign that prenuptial agreement in order to secure this person. And you know what? It's not a bad thing. I mean, especially when you meet someone in your late 40s, 50s, someone that's well established, they've worked their whole life, and you don't know what their situation is. I mean, maybe they have kids, maybe they have parents that they have to take care of financially, and you happen to walk into their life, or they happen to walk into your life, vice versa, right? You want to protect your assets so that you can provide to those that have been there for your whole life, right? Anyways, having said that, enough of that. Let's move on to confirmation cards. So let's just add a couple of cards on the key to future of this relationship. This one, okay, the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, okay, oh my God, this is funny. Okay, the Lover's card could be associated with either a Gemini, or it could be associated with that being a lover's situation or a choice having to be made within this relationship. Funny thing is, we have the similar card came out, the Four of Pentacles. So the Miser card, the guy that's holding on to all of his money. That came out. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles, so juggling. So we have success to this relationship is that either a choice needs to be made about two situations, okay? I don't see this as one having to work or choosing love over work. No, but there's two situations that need to be looked at. They're being balanced out. Maybe there's a disbalance between the two. And that needs to be looked at, and maybe energy needs to be put more into one than the other in order to balance things out again. But definitely the card of holding on is still there. The Miser card, holding on to your assets. Yeah, so I see this as the outcome is that a choice will need to be made. Definitely balancing, and maybe balancing the two here, the Two Pentacles, maybe it's two people. Maybe that's the other thing too. Maybe there's someone else involved, although I don't see any other cards explaining that. So it's probably more so two situations. But definitely the message is to hold on. Okay? I hope this makes sense. So I'm going to pull a card from these little love cards. Well, this one fell. I'm going to keep it, but I'm ultimately going to have another card coming out for you from just shuffling. Oh, man. Okay, so these are difficult to shuffle. You got three of them. Okay, so the very first one is a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay, and the imagery is very nice too. I think this is pertaining to this person right here. The person that's hoping and wishing. Okay, I'm saying she because it's a she on the picture, and a she as a star. It's two females. But I just feel that this person feeling this does truly have a lot of love for the other. And it's hoping that the situation is going to clear itself up, I guess, by just shining love and light onto the other. The more love you give out, the more love you should receive back, right? So I think that's good. It's very positive that this is being done, and it's not fear-based. It's very much coming from a love perspective. All right, the next card that came out, actually that's the one that was on the floor, if I'm not mistaken. This is the peace dove. So the message is, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So, this could very well be associated with this whole stage of having to hope and wish that this, leaving the time for this person to make up their mind, making their choice and make up their mind for the next course of action. And if it's signing that prenuptial agreement, so be it. You'll just need to wait until they figure it out. Definitely. That's the message on that card. All right, and there's another one here. Beautiful imagery again. It says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends. Sorry, let me start that again. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. All right, so this could well be with the top card of the now, where, like I said, there's maybe traveling involved, and because of a physical distance. And maybe spiritually also there's some distance because one is preoccupied with their money and the other one is fully opened. So regardless, it's momentary, but if you do keep in the light and keep emitting love and shining love for the other person, it's only time. It says love transcends space and time. So time will come where things will change, a decision will be made, and then it'll transcend to whatever it should be transcending to, this relationship. Okay, it tells you to persevere. So I'm going to actually put this right here, persevere. Actually, the top and the bottom cards are pretty well the same, in the sense there's a lot of traveling, physical distance, and here this is like persevere. All right, so whispers of love now. For Capricorn, please. Okay, I'll pick this one right here. Okay, so card number is 49, and the card says, actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Very beautiful card. So you're being asked to take action and to express your love through action. So this action could be very well about the traveling that's required. So keep traveling, keep doing that traveling, keep shining that love, communicating that love, and hoping, and do stand your ground. And if you're the person here that's got the wealth, you do need to show that you're not just about the money, that you're not necessarily doing this in a fear-based, about being taken to the cleaners. Just show some love. Otherwise, this may not work out for you in the long run if you're just about the money. So do show some love by some actions. Sometimes it doesn't take a whole lot, right? Time is also something that you can offer as a gift of love, time to someone. It could be anything, as long as you are actually taking action to show the love that you want to show to this person. All right, so we have here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And this is, again, same as this card here. Hoping and keep in the light. Keep shining that light. Emitting love. It's going to bring you back love, whoever is doing this. And then this one here is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So again, I really think that this card is pertaining to this individual. So, I kind of have the feeling now that I'm seeing this, because this is for Capricorn, I'm doing this reading. I see that you're most likely this person. The energy is really focused on this person that is not the one that's holding on to all the money. It doesn't mean that you're poor. It means that you probably don't have as much as this individual does, or the person that you are interested in. Because ultimately, you are in love with this person. You want to have a future with this person. They just need to get their together, right? You probably need to have to go through that death or that change, a mental change of what a traditional relationship is or was for you in the past. You'll need to adapt to it. And I still see this as a prenuptial agreement or some kind of a cohabitational agreement or something to the effect. If you're going to be, taking this relationship a notch further where you're going to live together, okay? And that's probably what it is down here. That decision needs to be made. And I think that's more associated with the wealthy person, that the choice needs to be made. But you do need to keep persevering. But this person needs to make a choice and a balance What do they want? Money or love? You know? But, you know, they still want to hold on to what they have. All right, Capricorn, I hope that you liked this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up on the video. Please share any comments you have about this video, what you liked, what you didn't like. If it resonates, that'd be great too. If you want to be notified when I put more Capricorn videos, please hit the subscribe and bell icon. And specifically on the bell icon, pick the one with the little brackets like the bell is ringing. That's when you're going to get notified that I've put out a new video. All right, Capricorn, have a good one. Thank you. Bye.